The Secret Life of Beatrice. The Secret Life of Beatrice Alright, when a broken heart finds its way home. Part 1. Introduction. The I'm Alright Mask. Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever met someone who always seems to have everything under control? Someone who, whenever you ask how they are, simply smiles and says, "I'm alright." We see these people every day, the ones with the tidy houses, the perfect schedules, and the quiet lives. But have you ever wondered if that all right is actually a shield? A wall built to hide a world of pain that has never been spoken out loud. Today, we are diving into a beautiful piece of contemporary healing fiction, The Secret Life of Beatrice Alright by Brooke Harris. It is the story of a woman who has spent her entire life trying to live up to her surname. But beneath her rigid routines and her carefully guarded silence is a secret that is starting to crack the foundation of her safety. Let's find out what happens when a broken heart finally decides to stop surviving and starts to find its way home. Part 2. Beatrice and her solitary world. The story introduces us to Beatrice Alright, a middle-aged woman who lives a life of extreme discipline. The librarian of the soul. Beatrice works in a local library, a place where everything has its proper spot and everything is quiet. This is the only way she knows how to function. She avoids conflict, she avoids surprises, and she most certainly avoids people who ask too many questions. Her life is a closed book, and she intends to keep it that way. She believes that as long as she is all right, nothing from her past can ever hurt her again. The catalyst for change. Beatrice's walls begin to crumble when a new neighbor, or a sudden shift at her library, forces her into the path of Malcolm. Malcolm is everything Beatrice is not. He is messy, he is loud, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. He represents the unpredictable nature of life that Beatrice has spent decades running away from. The kitsch tianch, the rising tension, comes from their forced interaction. Malcolm refuses to accept Beatrice's polite mask. He challenges her to realize that being fine is not the same thing as being happy, and that her silence is actually a form of slow-motion drowning. Part 3. Healing in the Small Moments. Why is this book such a standout in the genre of healing fiction? It's because Brooke Harris focuses on the power of the small things. The power of community. Beatrice's journey isn't a grand cinematic adventure. It's a slow-burn transformation. The book emphasizes that no one can heal in total isolation. We watch as Beatrice receives help from unexpected sources. The kindness of a stranger, a shared cup of tea, or the simple act of a neighbor helping her fix something broken in her house. These small acts of service act as the medicine for her spirit. The bond with Malcolm. The relationship between Beatrice and Malcolm is not a typical whirlwind romance. Instead, it is a deep, respectful understanding between two souls who have both been dented by life. They teach each other how to trust again. Watching Beatrice move from a state of total panic at the thought of connection to a state where she can finally admit she needs someone is one of the most rewarding emotional arcs in modern literature. It proves that vulnerability is actually the highest form of strength. Part 4. Analysis. The message of Brooke Harris. The core message of The Secret Life of Beatrice Alright is a powerful wake-up call. Don't just exist, choose to live. Safety versus happiness. The book analyzes the danger of the comfort zone. Beatrice realizes that while her safety was a necessary survival tool in her youth, it has become a cage in her adulthood. Brooke Harris explores the theme of self-forgiveness, showing that many of us are all right because we are punishing ourselves for things that weren't our fault. Warmth in the writing. Harris's prose is exceptionally warm. Even when she is describing the darkest moments of Beatrice's hidden past, the writing always feels like it is moving toward the light. It balances the tear-jerker moments with a sense of quiet joy and hope. It's a story that reminds the reader that no matter how many years you've spent in the dark, The sun is always waiting for you to open the curtains. Part 5. Conclusion. Listen to your heart. The Secret Life of Beatrice Alright is like a warm embrace for anyone who has ever felt lost in their own life. It is a reminder that a broken heart is still a heart, and it can still find its way back to love and belonging if you give it a chance. Thank you for joining me for this review of a truly touching story. Are you like Beatrice? Do you often find yourself saying you're all right when you're actually struggling? Or do you have someone like Malcolm in your life who keeps pushing you to be more? Let's share our stories and support each other in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join us for more deep dives into the books that nourish the soul and inspire the mind. Until next time, be brave enough to be more than all right, and I hope you find joy in the smallest things today. Goodbye.